I have a genetic heart disease, IHSS, Idiopathic Heteroaortic Subaortic Stenosis. So it's a thickening or a hardening of the aorta. I've had a cardiac arrest and a stroke, and I've had years and years and years of AFib, going into the emergency room about 6 times a year and being converted. So my heart would be going too fast and going to AFib, and then they would convert me, means they would shock me, and they would use I have a ICD, a pacemaker defibrillator in my chest, and they would use it, put me unconscious and a light sleep, and they would shock my heart back to rhythm. So that happened a lot. And I also was diagnosed with a mucin cyst in my pancreas, and it needed to come out. And I spent 2 years trying to heal that, and my AFib that I was having tremendous amount of, sleeping 2 to 4 hours a night. And then I had the cardiac arrest and the stroke. So after that, I was in the hospital a lot, and then after that I had the partial pancreatectomy, which is they took out half of my pancreas, and then a splenectomy, and then 4 of my lymph nodes. And so now I have half a pancreas, and I could not eat more than 2 almonds, and that consist of about no more than 5 milligrams of fat each time I eat. And so I eat quite frequently every day, and very small amounts of meals, because it's just what my body can't handle. And so what brought me to Joe's work is going into the hospital all the time. And I had, from going into AFib all the time, I had was going to get a ablation, and it's intensive, 7 hours. So my doctor took me off my heart medicine to have the ablation, and my heart got shocked by the pacemaker. And it not only happened one time, 6 times at one time, it did it 2 different times. And after that was so shocking to me, going through that I could hardly leave my house. I was unable to work. I wasn't working very much anyways. I've been disabled from it, everything I've been through. And but after that, I had PTSD. I just was afraid of doing anything. They limited, what I can do and can't do, what to be careful of. I just didn't see any possibilities for me. The life that I was living was a hard life to live. And as much as I believed in curing the self, I had done everything possible, matter to matter. I've done meditation, but I don't even count the meditation until I started Joe Dispenza's meditation, because I've never really meditated until I started this work, which was March 17th of last year. And I've never stopped doing meditation. Once I started with this global, and then I got all the interviews I could, and watching on the internet, and then YouTube, and watching all the testimonials. And then I just started ordering all the meditations, and I've never stopped. I haven't missed one day. And I have not had AFib since I started it. I haven't had a hiccup in my heart rhythm, and it's recorded. It's all recorded. I have not been in AFib one time. I have not been in ER or the hospital. And I am eating any fat that I want. I eat handfuls of nuts. I have butter, and I make wonderful butter. And I eat spreads of butter. I eat hummus. I eat anything I want. And so my life has changed in many other ways. Those are the 2 main things that has happened in my life. And I have hair growing back, and I'm gaining some weight. I wasn't able to gain weight. And I have family members that are talking to me now, and we're all coming together. I'm finally living again. And the meditations are like bloodline. It's like blood. It's like oxygen. It feeds my soul. It reminds me that love is really here and possibilities. And even if it's only just for today, because I believe that's what we have each day, it's just for today. So I live my life as today's my first day and my last day. And the meditations just start my day. So I get up at 4:30 every day and I do my meditation. And I can't imagine not doing that. When I started doing this work, I was doing 6 to 9 hours a day. So I was doing 2 to 3 meditations a day, up to 3 to 4 hours a day. And then I was studying and reading. And I got the progressive and intensive also. So it just became what I did. I was also not doing anything anyways. I was at home a lot. I was afraid to do very much. So the more that I did the work, the more that I became unafraid to live life, and it started to become not to care anymore. So I started kayaking. I really did. I started kayaking last year after doing this work. And you know, I have to put the kayak on my car. It's just me. And I take it down. And when I have friends come, you know, then we can go together. But I'm out on the water and it's choppy and, you know, I'll go all over the place. And it's freedom. It's a life full of love and living again. Whatever it is that people want to do in their lives, they can do it. There's no excuse except for not doing it, you know. So it's really going back to the core and igniting the heart and the brain.